So the last time you guys saw this truck looked quite a bit different. As you can tell, we got a full paint job, color change. There's still a few parts left at the body shop we're waiting on, but we're gonna get started on some other stuff like the interior. So by the end of the video, the truck will be back together and all complete again. But in the meantime, got some brand new leather upholstery installed on the stock seats. Got some new carpet, new floor mats to go in. Also got a bed rug, a tonneau cover to install, and I'm gonna put the whole interior back together. So a short recap for anyone that hasn't seen the other videos of this truck. This is my dad's project truck we picked up a little less than a year ago. Started life as a 2004 GMC V6 rear-wheel drive, 5-speed manual. Gold exterior, tan interior. In previous videos we showed stripping it all down and we painted the frame. Installed all new suspension and brakes and everything. Then we swapped the V6 for a V8 4.8. We showed the interior, putting the center console in, a remote shifter. We also showed putting the front end together with the cat eye Chevy front end. So before we start installing the carpet and putting the interior back together, just for anybody that's curious, I thought I'd mention all the colors that we decided to go with. For the paint job, it's a 2001 factory GM color. You could find it on a Silverado, Camaro, and also a Pontiac Firebird. As far as I know, it's a 2001 only color. It's called Sunset Orange Metallic. And also we found out that around 2006, you could get it on a Corvette. It's the same exact color, same paint code, but it was called Daytona Sunset Orange. So my mom and dad always kind of wanted a burnt orange vehicle. And since this is kind of just a weekend cruiser truck for my dad and my mom, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So we decided on this 2001 Sunset Orange color. It's a really nice color. It's going to look a little different in every different light that you see it in. So on camera, it might look slightly different than in person. Sometimes it's going to look a little more red, a little more orange, but it's a nice metallic orange with a little bit of hint of red in it. So for the upholstery, you guys have seen I put this same company's leather seats in my 04 Silverado. And we also did it in my dad's 2018 Silverado. So for the color in here, we decided to go with mitt brown. And then on the stitching, it's desert stitching. It's kind of to match the tan color there. So he wanted to go for kind of like a similar to a King Ranch style or like a high country with the kind of saddle leather look. And this is the color we decided on. We also were able to get a little bit of leather to do a custom boot to match. We'll see how that looks. So we decided on the mitt brown color, but also we were thinking about getting the factory matching tan color, and that would have been desert from leatherseats.com. So for the carpet, unfortunately you can't get the stock OEM carpet anymore, which is a lot better fitting, and they have all the holes cut out and everything for you. So we decided to order from OC Carpets, and I believe these are kind of all made from the same manufacturer. But we ordered from OC Carpets, and the color is Antelope. And we also got some high quality carpet floor mats to match from Lloyd's Mats. And the color there is also called Antelope, I believe, but it's 630. So we also repainted a few of these interior parts. If anybody's curious, this 03 to 06 Silverado tan color, this is a good match if you want to paint anything. This is the brand and the color there. We ended up painting the glove box trim, the glove box, and then the whole dash cap. Some of these parts are actually molded in the actual color, like these are actually plastic in this color, so you don't really have to paint those. Same with these parts, the sill plates and those. So only a few parts you had to paint, dash cap and the glove box pieces. So we got the carpet pretty much all fitting as good as it's going to get. A couple bulges here and there, but considering how it started, turned out pretty good. Had to trim a lot off both sides and a lot off the front and back. The hole's pretty much lined up now and had a little screw up there. The hole's all pretty much cut out after it's in there, but turned out all right, I think. All right, there it is. We got it about 99% complete. There's always one thing or here or there we could do, but I'd say it's about done. So I'd like to get it out in the direct sunlight to get a better look at this paint because it looks a lot different. Looks crazy in the sun with all the metallic. But first, I'd like to kind of go over the paint job, talk about a few more things. So starting off the front end, if you've seen the last video, we ended up keeping the bumper, the grill, and the hood that we had. Actually scuffed up the chrome grill and then painted that all orange and did a black bow tie. So the hood, grill, and the bumper are the same, and then we ended up getting 2 new fenders. It's actually about the 6th and the 7th fenders we had for this truck. First 2 being GMC, obviously we're not going to use those. But then we ended up having 2 or 3 used fenders that turned out to be a little bit too rusty to use. They could have obviously been patched, but we decided just to get new ones. And then being aftermarket fenders, they're a little more challenging to get fitting good. Still a little bit not perfect, a little bit big gap there. This side turned out a little bit tighter on the gap here, and then the hood is a little bit more loose. We're not the best professional body workers, so the fit could be better, but turned out all right. So I also saw we got power mirrors, the ones with the caps in them, and then we painted that orange and then got the handles painted to match too. So the doors are the original doors with the truck when it was gold, and then those just needed a little bit of body work and paint. So as far as the cab goes, we thought we were going to get by with maybe just replacing one cab corner, but turns out they all had a little bit of rust, the rockers and cab corners. So it's coming through from the inside, and we decided just to replace all the rockers and cab corners. And as you can tell, it was done correctly. So around here in the Midwest, it's very common to have body shops just slap on a piece over the rockers, and then you lose that factory seam between the rocker and cab corner. But this was done correctly, all cut out and replaced. It looks awesome. Kind of the same story on the bed. Unfortunately had a little too much rust to repair. Obviously, like I said with the other ones, it could have been patched, like you cut it out and just patch it, but body shop liked rather to just replace the whole box side, so that's what we ended up doing. Both sides, completely new OEM GM box sides, replaced correctly. We got the matching cat eye taillights. Then the tailgate is the original tailgate to the truck. We did a painted handle. Tailgate was all right, just need a little bit of sanding and body work and then paint. Also, I think I already mentioned it, but pretty nice used bumper, chrome. It was actually for an HD truck, so they have that little bit of flange here. We had to cut that down a little bit so that the tailgate doesn't hit when you open it. And we got the rough country rear fender liners like I did on my truck. And I did these on my truck maybe close to 10 years ago. And since then, these have gotten a little bit thinner, so they're quite a bit easier to install. So I don't know if you can tell on video, but I actually went over and did a full final polish on all the paint after we got it back from the body shop. Just a little bit of minor sanding marks and buffer trails and stuff like that from the body shop. So I went through and did a full final polish. I don't know if that comes through on camera or not. But I have a little bit of footage of that here, just showing a little before and after. So I'm holding a light up here, try to get a little reflection, see how nice it looks right now. Not 100% perfect, but it's pretty good for a one-step polish when it's all done. All right, that about covers the exterior. Now I'll talk a little bit about the interior here. Get a light on there so we can see a little better. Might get some better footage of this outside in the daylight, but I'll show it here too. From the last time you saw, I got the door panels back on. So I think I mentioned most of what we already did. Painted the top, dash cap, and then this piece, glove box, and the trim. If you look in the right light, it looks a slightly bit different than like this panel, but it's a pretty good match for painting it. And you got the leatherseats.com, brand new seat upholstery. And we installed that, and I actually have a little bit of footage of that showing putting the covers on and a little bit about that. So you also saw the full carpet install. That turned out all right for an aftermarket carpet. The OEM is just a lot easier to work with, but unfortunately can't get that anymore. So we got the carpet, and then the floor mats were from Lloyd's Mats. They turned out really nice. High quality carpet mats. Got the matching shift boot. Actually found a new old stock radio, so that's brand new. And I also took apart the cluster and put all new stepper motors and bulbs in there. So the voltage gauge, actually the stepper motor was bad, so it was getting stuck on one side. So I decided just to replace all of them. Get a little shot of the remote shifter here. Alright, that's me about it. I think my dad's pretty happy with the color choices he made. Different colored leather, and then the paint job obviously, but it's been a pretty fun project. We've been working on it for almost a year now, so it's good to have it complete.